Welcome to our new video. In this video we are going to talk about Nothing Phone 1. So without wasting any time, let's get started. This is the Nothing Phone 1. Nothing Phone 1 is widely appealing for a 2022 mid-officer, however where it stands apart is its extraordinary plan. Sure, the level back and sides are truly like the iPhones, yet the transparent glass is something unique. You can't precisely see the inward operations of the phone, its majority is taken cover behind plastic covers, yet you actually get the impact that this is some sort of modern model. This feeling gets significantly more grounded when you see the other. Explanation: the back is transparent to allow the Nothing Phone 1's glyph LED radiate through. Did you at any point wish you had a bunch of glimmering neon lights in your pocket? Well, there you go. With the exception of these don't illuminate in various varieties. Well, that is not 100% valid. There's one red marker that can illuminate while you're shooting video. You can likewise utilize the LED as a fill light for the back camera, assuming you want it in a hazier circumstance. Generally, the glyphs give you data on what's the deal with the phone illuminating for calls or notices. There's even a different one for charging where the light tells you how much squeeze you have. Up to this point, glyph interface lights look garish. And they're pragmatic on paper, yet the issue is more often than not you're presumably not taking a gander at the rear of your phone, you're utilizing the front and assuming that your phone is dozing on a work area, a normal generally in plain view. Would finish the work. To utilize the Nothing Phone 1's novel component, you'd need to become acclimated to resting your phone face down. Rather, the form quality here on the Nothing Phone 1 feels pretty strong, and you truly do get IP53 evaluated sprinkle sealing here too. It's not full waterproofing, yet essentially it's something official. The presentation is a 6.55-inch OLED with a 1080p resolution, Gorilla Glass 5 protection, and a 120Hz revive rate. The high revive rate is versatile, kind of. It'll dial down to 60 Hz in certain situations, like when you have static pictures on the screen to save energy. You additionally get a responsive 240 Hz contact examining rate here too. The Phone 1 screen is decent, particularly for a mid-officer. You get similarly dainty bezels by and large around. Then there's the extraordinary difference commonplace of an OLED in addition to help for 10 cycle tone and HDR 10 or more. The varieties here are very precise as well, and we truly partook in the haptic criticism here. This board is really brilliant, yet in such manner it isn't exactly leader dark. We estimated a limit of around 460 nits with a slider, and this supported to 660 nits in auto mode in splendid circumstances. The Nothing Phone 1 has a sound system speaker arrangement with the earpiece serving as the main one. They procured a score of excellent on our tumult test, yet the sound quality is simply normal with decent highs, however frail mids and bass. There is one thing we needed to discuss, which we for the most part don't: the sound quality through earphones. We regularly don't run into issues here, yet the Nothing Phone 1 has a few genuine issues with regards to the recurrence reaction. It's out of control, and that is whether or not you're utilizing wired or remote earphones in addition to the crosstalk between the two stations through wired earphones is likely the most terrible. We've at any point estimated things truly don't sound right, and we've affirmed it on 2 units on 2 unique land masses last week, so we surmise every one of the gadgets are impacted. Ideally, it's workable, in vain to fix it through a product update. In any case, it's a strange issue to have for an organization whose first item was a couple of headphones for biometrics. The Nothing Telephone 1 has an optical undershow finger impression peruser. It's very much positioned and exact, and you can get the telephone with 128 or 256 gigs of capacity, yet that is not expandable. The connection point of the Nothing Phone 1 is a really negligible skin on top of stock Android 12, and subsequently it closely resembles utilizing a Google Pixel phone. Everything is very smooth and smart. One extraordinary touch they've done here is the textual style. You get these spec lattice style headings here. We should continue on toward this phone's chipset execution, and like I referenced before, Nothing isn't going for lead killing specs here, yet they're still very decent. The Nothing Phone 1 is pressing an upper mid-range Snapdragon 778 grams in addition to 5 grams, which is fundamentally only the falling stage down. Contrasted with leader-grade silicon in benchmarks, it sits right beneath telephones. That sudden spike in demand for a Snapdragon 870, and we had the option to pull off smooth gaming and performing various tasks as well, and surprisingly better. The Nothing Phone 1 is very steady with regards to warm administration, and it worked effectively in our pressure test for supported execution with no overheating. On the battery duration, the Nothing Phone 1 has a 4500 mAh power pack, and with it had the option to score a decent perseverance rating of 108 hours in our battery duration tests. The phone upholds up to 33-watt wired charging through USB power conveyance. You don't get a charger in the crate, however with a legitimate connector we had the option to charge the Nothing Phone 1 from 0 to 48% in 30 minutes. It's not really thrilling. There is support for 15-watt remote charging too, as well as converse remote charging. Presently we should discuss the Nothing Phone 1's double cameras. On the back there's a 50-megapixel principal camera with OIS and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera with self-adjust that can make large-scale efforts. The primary camera 12.5-megapixel photographs are very great. There is a ton of settled detail, advanced foliage, and the honing isn't beyond ludicrous. The varieties are a piece on the immersed side, and the powerful reach isn't incredibly wide, yet its normal-looking picture shots look perfect, and the unique reach here is simply normal. Selfies are taken with a 16-megapixel forward-looking camera. You can record video with both back cameras and up to 4K goal at 30 FPS, and electronic adjustment is accessible in all goals and edge rates. 4K film from the primary camera is perfect with regular looking, handling a lot of detail and low clamor. The varieties are vivacious and the powerful reach is excellent. 4K clasps from the ultra-wide camera are very great for this kind of camera. There's a ton of detail and low commotion. The tones are a piece quieted, however, and the unique reach is normal. If you like the video, give the big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.